So welcome back to another UFL video. Yes, we've got some new UFL information to talk about. We've actually got some gameplay to take a look at as well, because UFL on their YouTube channel released some gameplay footage. They wanted to show you a full match on our new animation system, but we're still polishing it. So we're releasing the second halftime of one of our playtest matches, running the January 23 alpha version build instead. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like for me, it always helps, and make sure you subscribe for more UFL and FIFA 24 videos. If you want to watch the full gameplay in its entirety, go to the UFL channel, but here we're just going to break it down into certain departments. The first one I want to talk about is dribbling and movement. We're going to have some gameplay in the background here that you can take a look at. And for me, the dribbling and movement looks a little bit stiff at times. It's not perfect, but it is alpha version, but I don't expect it to get that much better. It's not Hypermotion 2, I guess. It's not as fluid as a FIFA game would be. It's got that arcadey feel to it, I guess, watching it. There is some skill moves that I've seen the players do, so there is skill moves in the game. But overall, it does remind me of like those old FIFA games from like FIFA 14, FIFA 12, FIFA 13. If you're expecting this game to come out straight away and be better than FIFA or even eFootball on the ball, I don't know if that's going to be possible due to, lack of experience and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of graphics, it looks fine. I like the grass color, and the graphics look fine for me. Maybe the ball speed as well looks very quick. It looks like 100 miles an hour ball speed. They might want to tone that down a little bit. The ball literally has a turbo boost attached to it. Sometimes you'll see movements that look a little bit static, maybe laggy as well. It's more with the collisions as well when players get too close to each other. Some touches as well look a little bit stiff or robotic, but it is alpha gameplay. I guess they can still polish it up. But like I said earlier, not expecting it to be too much different when the final build comes around. Next up, I want to take a look at some heading power. Take a look at these clips, man. The players' heads are made out of cement. Literally, they can generate so much power. They're literally doing headers as long shots. Like, they've got the same power as a long shot with someone's foot. Instead, it's coming off their heads. Look at this. He's literally hitting it from outside the box, and he's generated so much power. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Look at that header as well. The keeper makes a good save, but it shouldn't even be like that. I don't know anyone, really, that could generate that kind of thing, except the Incredible Hulk, probably. In UFL, they're just pumping them out like it's easy. Look at this. Bang. From the edge of the box, he's doing like long shots with headers. I've never seen that before, so UFL got to tone that down, man. That's a bit ridiculous. You're going to see people scoring from the edge of the box with their head. Next up, we're going to take a look at shooting and goals and shot power. To me, the shot power looks a little bit too strong. And the celebrations are not bad, but I would prefer FIFA-style celebrations where you score the goal and then you run off to the corner and do a celebration like that. To me, the celebrations here appear to be more like cutscenes. I don't know. I'm used to the way FIFA does it. But the net physics don't look too bad. But yeah, the shots look a little bit too powerful, I guess. It could be just me. Let me know what you think about the shooting. But some goals do look nice. Like overall, it does look pretty nice to score a goal in this game. And there's a chip shot there. And the net physics are not too bad. The celebrations are like cutscenes, like I said, as you can see. They're not too crazy. I would expect something more crazy as well. Going nuts when you score. But hopefully they can tune that up. It just looks like you scored the goal. Yes, you're happy, but you're not really ecstatic. You're just doing it like it's another day at the office. I'd like to see a bit more craziness with the celebrations. Maybe a bit more freedom as well, where you can run around and do stuff like FIFA. Let me know what you think of the shot power. Like I said, it looks a little bit crazy at times, but it could also be that the ball speed is just a little bit too quick, like we saw with the passing as well. Next up, I want to talk about the referees, because sometimes the referees are not even looking at the gameplay. Look at the referee, he's frozen, so that's a little bit of an issue, and I think for about half of the half here, the refs are not even paying attention. Look at that, he's facing completely the opposite direction. Imagine having a ref like that he's not even looking and somehow he's calling fouls. It's a little bit of a concern, but I'm sure they're aware of it. They're not going to put out a game where the referees are frozen and they're looking in the opposite direction. But it was just funny to see in the game because it's not something you would expect, but I'm sure they know about it. I just wanted to talk about it briefly just in case. So hopefully they can fix that up for full release, but I'm sure they're going to fix it up anyway. Next up, we're going to take a look at some transitions here. So when the ball goes out, how does it work? You'll get UFL text going across your screen, and then a cutscene will play, maybe of a reaction from a player or a goalkeeper, and then, you'll get the UFL thing again, and it goes back to normal gameplay. So you can just take a look at some transitions here. There's a goal kick one that you're looking at now, and pretty basic stuff, but it does the job, It is what it is. They're not too fussed about this stuff because people are going to skip it anyway. Everyone presses X the moment these cutscenes come on after a while. And just taking a look at different ones, like players getting upset when they miss or when the ball goes out for a corner like this one. You can see the keeper telling the players who to mark and just basic stuff like that. This one, the ball goes out of play, but the ball mysteriously appears in the guy's hands. There's no ball boys in this game. And then we've got the miss of the year there. and then the transition comes and he's a little bit upset, and then it goes to a goal kick. It's not too bad, it does the job. As long as they look smooth and realistic, I guess most people are happy. Let's take a look at the goalkeepers next. I think the goal kick run-up needs a little bit of polishing. It looks a little bit dodgy at times, but then you've got the keepers making a couple saves here. Not too much to work with in terms of goalkeeper footage, but they did do some basic saves and a couple saves with their stomach by the looks of it. And yeah, they might need to polish the animations a bit more. It's very important to get the keepers right in a football game. You don't want them too underpowered or too dodgy. You need them to be balanced and to pull off some good saves, but also not turn them into Spider-Man as well. So hopefully we can find a good balance for UFL keepers, but it's hard to judge them based on this gameplay, at least at the moment. Now, the development team is aware that there is some issues in this gameplay. They did put out like an errors clip at the end of their gameplay. You can check that out in the video as well. They basically zoomed into all the errors that happened during the gameplay. So like the referee there, frozen in time, you can see there some collisions, some players are transparent, they go through each other, just stuff like that. They are aware of this kind of stuff, so yeah, that's why they made the clip at the end, to let everyone know that everything's under control. We are aware of these issues that you saw in the gameplay as well. If you go and watch the proper video, you'll hear the commentary while the gameplay is going on. And the commentary for me is basic. It sounds basic at least. Sometimes it's a little bit delayed when compared to the action on your screen. I don't know if they're using professional real-life football commentators or not, but I guess commentary is commentary. It does the job. It might be something that I actually switch off when the time comes. Let's take a look at some of the comments to see what the community is saying about the UFL gameplay. Haniel says, the shot speed should be reduced a bit, especially headers. Yeah, they're too OP. And more animations should be added so it can feel more realistic and smooth. But overall, it's pretty impressive for a new team of game developers, and I also love how you acknowledge the present issues in your game. UFL says, agreed on the header power, will definitely pass it over to the dev team, so at least they know that the header power is way too overpowered. Ball speed should be reduced in every part of the game, too fast, passes, shots, crosses, and everything other. Alush9 says, gameplay is very decent, better than I expected, though animations flow out very fast, a bit arcadey, and ball physics need massive improvement. Good luck, you guys. This one says, seems very good as an alpha, but I have a lot of suggestions. Get better in ball physics and player movement and animations. Get a better goal kick animation for the goalkeeper. Get a bit better atmosphere. This one says, awesome progress and a lot of potential. Like others have stated, it looks a bit too much on the arcade side. Ball speed too high. Tackling interceptions need a boost. The defenders need to be more aware of spaces left open and attacking runs, polishing of animations. Personally, I would rather have 5 balanced skill moves than 50 where 2 ends up being an overpowered meta. Ray says, would love to see more saves, maybe the ball moves too fast. The pitch looks spacey, which means through balls will be very good, as there can be many passing lanes for a target. And then we've got the last one from Dario, who says, overall, as you noticed in the end, the main problems are ball speed too fast and player contacts. Same reactions of players, most skills and movements are static, laggy, players freeze in the change of attacks and defense. Take significant care of your goalkeepers, as in the actual game, a goalkeeper is the base of every team. Almost all of the keeper's movements felt unnatural and needs a lot of work. Positive, some skills and most of the cutscenes are decent and smooth. It's incredible, the game has a variety of moves, the passes are creative, and the goals looked decent in general. I'd add and prolong cutscenes like crowd reactions and more variety logic to the commentators.